Hello lovelies, it is Sonia back here with Banished. Now it has been a little while. I've been playing some other things, I've had a bit of a holiday, but I have gone through like I always do just to check on our plant situation, our seeds, and I found out that there are 21 seeds that we still need to buy. So that means we would need 21 patches of land or plots of land. Now I have got a couple spare over here. The only animals that we need now are trade pigs, so they can potentially go in this one. I did just, as I was looking around, I did build a little orchard here because we don't have maple as far as I can tell, and I also cannot see a plum tree. Now I've gone through everything, peach, cherry, quinces, that's a cemetery, that is definitely not plum, but I've gone through all of them. So we've got 2 cherry trees because I think we were kind of trying to fill everything out. So we do have plum seeds, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this into a plum orchard. Now I could be wrong and it could be hiding somewhere, but I just cannot see it. The other thing that we also don't seem to have is maple, so I thought down here I would put a little orchard, and we can have some. Do I want it like that? That's fine. When we get some maple seeds we can plant it up there. So for the orchard and everything, that's fine. For the animals and everything, we're fine. We could maybe build one more pasture just so we're on the safe side, so that if we have any kind of illnesses or anything we can move the animals around. But for now I thought we would start a new little community, and we've got this big patch of land here. We already have a bridge in place, and then over here I thought we could use some more houses and some more. We could obviously do some more why do I keep calling them plots of land? Crop fields. We could do some more crop fields. But first of all, before I do anything, I would like to build a stockpile. Hang on, if I do a road first down here, if we go straight down the centre, there we go, and then if we do a stockpile at the end here, because we want to 8 by 10, that should be good. Yeah, we just want to make sure that everything is when we cut everything down there's an actual space to put it. So we'll put the stockpile there, and I think I will add a couple of barns over this way as well, a couple of storage sheds. So do we want to do specialised warehouses? I think I just would like to do a couple of these big kind of barns. So we put them back a little bit off the road, and we'll just put 2 kind of next to each other. So we also have these that have been built. So we've got the winery, the brewery, the small tavern, and the Mission Distillery we built quite a while ago, but it's actually been turned off because we didn't have enough things to use to make these. So we have wheat, honey and herbs, so we could turn this back on again and see how we get on. Add a person in there. That's add a person into the brewery. Add a person in here. We can put a person in the tavern as well. And also someone in the winery. That's one person. So We are growing grapes, watermelon. I mean, watermelon wine sounds quite interesting. We can do that. So we're making ale, or we could make mead from the honey. How about peach ale? That sounds quite interesting. And then we're making liquor at the distillery. So we want wheat, honey and herbs. Yeah. So I'm going to leave all of those up there. Just, I assume the tavern isn't going to do anything until the other 3 places start actually making the alcohol. So we'll leave that up there and we can keep an eye on that as we go along. Now I'm going to add in a road along this way. And I think I would like to make a little bit of a sort of a town centre. So really I want to clear pretty much all of this, because we will be clearing this anyway to put our crop fields. And then I'm going to make sure we clear all of the iron and the stone just from round about. There we go. Right, now let me just pause while we look at our little trading man. So, blueberry. We do need blueberries. I think we've got everything else. Just check my list. Blueberries are 5,000, so that is quite expensive. We do have a couple of trade deer. I don't think we're going to have enough for... No, we're going to dismiss him. Because there's no point spending all of our money, or obviously not having enough money. Now, the houses I was thinking about, because we do need to start building some more houses as well. Because we do have quite a few people still living at home who could be living on their own or living in as a couple, and getting some new families. So I like these Boston houses, but I thought they would look quite nice along the river. So if I find where I put the road... Oh, you can tell I've been playing other games because they've got nowhere... I've got no idea what the controls are. Right, so there's our road. So if I take that down to here. Oh, there's one little thing in the way there. And do a bit of a straight road down here. Then we could start building some of our houses. What are we short of? Oh, iron. Got another merchant. Gosh, it's all go. Right, the Boston houses. I thought these would be quite nice along this row here. And then they'd be looking out to the river. They'd have a really nice view. And they'd be quite nice and colourful as well. There we go. So I'll just do a row of those. Right, let's see our... Oh, I don't need to be hovering with a house over you. Now, what do we need? We need roots, I'm sure. Blueberries. Oh, blueberries only 4,000 here. I'm sure they were 5,000 before, weren't they? So we need blueberries. We need coffee. I think that's it from that list. So what can we trade for all of that? Let's get rid of our statues. I'll trade chickens. So you've got all the things over here. Our seedlings. And then the rest should be okay in herbs. And some feathers. So 57 feathers. Should see us right. So what am I buying? Just so I don't forget, I can tick it off my list. Coffee seeds, blueberry seeds, and root seeds. Okay, so coffee seeds, blueberry seeds, and root seeds. Right, I've ticked those off my list, so now we know what we're doing. Because every episode, I'm always looking for the list, and I can never find it, or I've not written it down properly. So let us do roots and blueberries. Oh no, that's an orchard. Oh, I didn't realise coffee went into an orchard. That's interesting. Anyway, coffee is now there. I don't think I meant to do the orchard that big. I think I meant to do a field or do it smaller. But anyway, how are we doing with food? We're doing okay with food, and our population is okay, so I'm going to ignore the nomads, I'm afraid. Over here was the other orchard, so that was maple that we're waiting for. And here we are doing quite well, clearing everything out. So we've got our houses along here. I think I might do another row of houses along here and then do like market buildings or something in the middle. So how big are these houses? Okay. So don't think I want to put one straight away there. We'll maybe move them down a little bit so they're a bit, I think maybe there, just so I've got an idea of where they go. And then our crop fields, what size were we doing? I suppose the ones over here. (15 by 15). So if we imagine a road round the back here and then a space. Gosh, another so a road like that, and then our crop fields. (15). Gosh, they look massive. 15 by 15. Now, let's see what this trade person has got. Oh, all sorts. Right, we don't need any of that, thank you. Right, sawmill, firewood. Right, so we've got 6,000 fuel. I think we're going to leave that for now as it is, because our wood amount isn't really going up hugely. So maybe over here we could have another, or maybe even over here, we could have another wood collection. The dense tree shack. We could probably fit one in here. Rather than it being over this side. So we put one there. Leave that up there to remind us, and then we want to collect all the stone and iron from this side. There we go. Okay, so we'll continue with our crop field, and we'll just leave one space in between so we can put roads to everything. And I think I'll put them behind as well. Okay. Now the other thing I want to build is a building supply and homeware suppliers. Just so that we can start building some of the other... Oh, look at all our... Our food limit has gone up. Right, so we are collecting a lot of food. So we take that up to 50. And see how we get on there. Got another trade boat. Okay, I don't know if we'll have enough to purchase anything. Because I know we need leek and maple seeds, but I think we're going to have to dismiss him for now. Right, we've got quite a few people. What I would like to do, I think, is... Oh, they are only ones in there. How about the statue carver doesn't have enough jade. The marble statue carver doesn't have enough marble. How are we doing over here? So we could increase, I think, the amount of workers we have in these two, because we do get quite a lot of money off the statues. So if we have more of that coming in, then they can create more quicker. We could also add more people in, but I don't want to do that while the jade supply is kind of short. So our dense tree shack is done. I think we'll add a few people in to get that started. Is that the right amount? Yes. So the logs are going up. So hopefully this will just ensure that we've got some extra going spare. How's this area looking? Oh, I do love these houses. I just love the colours of them. I think they look great. So maybe along this way we could have some of the town services that we need. So we could do with a church of some sort. That is not what I was looking for. Church, there we go. And a cemetery. Maybe that could go at this end. And then we could need a market and a school. Oh, outbreak of yellow fever. And we also need a hospital at this end. So maybe we could add in health centre, medieval clinic, hospital. I mean, I feel like the clinic is a little bit more sort of substantial looking. So we could have the clinic there. And then maybe we get a school. So is there a school that looks kind of similar in style? Oh, that's quite fancy looking. Oh, college. Small town school. Nordic school. I think maybe this one's the best looking one. One room school to 25 students. They don't tell me. I mean, this one looks quite fancy as well. Yeah, maybe we'll use this one. And we'll do it further down. Maybe we'll have a a road in line here. So we'll have the schoolhouse there. And then we do need a church. Oh, and a cemetery. So that's quite a decent looking church. Small town chapel. Colonial chapel. Oh, that's quite fancy looking. Parish church. Massive church. We don't think we need those yet. Oh, this might fit in a little bit better with the kind of the colour scheme that we've got with these. So we can have the church there, and then if I add a road in so I can kind of see what I'm doing a little bit better. So we're going to go that way and this way and down that way, and then we can put a cemetery in. Abbey. Oh, monastery. Cemetery. Right, so if we go have a space around the church, go to the road. How big can we make this? I guess we might as well make it as big as we can. So there we go. We've hit a thing that we're collecting. There we go. So we've surrounded the church and the cemetery with a road. We've got the school getting built. We could just add in some more builders. And another trade person. Nope, we don't need any of that. So I think this section is looking pretty good. I will build in some more houses down here, but I don't want to actually build them yet, because I don't want to have like an influx of people moving like straight away. So I think what we'll do is we can build these ones because they are on the land that has been cleared already. But these ones I would like to, when things have been removed from them, or maybe now actually, we can just pause them so that the labourers will go off and do other things rather than wasting the time clearing the land on this side. So now we can see where our houses are going to be, and we'll have the houses here, and then this is a massive space I've left. I don't think it really needed to be that big, especially as we've put the church and everything on the outside. But we could have a nice market stall, if I can remember where they are. Storage, here we go. Trade buildings, barns and warehouses, market buildings. Add a new specialised, medieval fruit vendor. Oh, these are quite cute. Maybe we could use these. So it's like actual little buildings. So we could just go along and do them all just in the centre. Maybe those two could kind of go quite close to each other because they look quite similar. Medieval cloth vendor. Meat store. And general store. And then the food store. Oh, a little cute little food stall and an ale stall. Oh, so these are little tiny ones. No, again, I'm pressing the wrong button. So we've got, what is this one down here? Medieval general store. Just wondering if you delete that one and put it over this side. General store. So if we put that one here, and then we could have the ale kind of there, and the little food stall next to it there, and then we can just delete this one. So we kind of have a little bit of a square there. Okay, so you're getting me on voiceover post-production. I had a little bit of an issue with this recording. I had to stop recording for a few minutes, and then when I came back to the recording, I don't know what happened with the audio, but the audio there was no audio, so I've obviously clicked a button or hit something by mistake, so I'm having to do this after the fact. So apologies you're not getting my reaction in real time, because we are currently buying trade pigs. My reaction was something like this. Trade pigs! That's our final one! Because this is our final animal that we need to buy. We have all the regular animals, and now, because I bought 2 trade pigs, we have all of the trade animals as well. Now here I'm talking about these stupid horses that I bought them ages ago. Did I move them or something? They got stuck in the dock, and then I moved the dock and they're still there, and whatever I've tried, nothing seems to have moved them, and they're just breeding there. So we just have extra random horses that are doing nothing. So I put our 2 trade pigs in here. Like I say, that means we've got all our animals now. The aims of this series was to get all of the animals, all of the trade animals, and all of the seeds for the fields and the orchards, and not to kill anyone. And I think now we have plenty of people. We can safely say that we've not killed everyone. We have killed some people with lack of food and things, but we've not killed everyone. So I think we can say that's a big tick. We can now say all the animals is a big tick. And now it's just the seeds. Now I've counted up, and I think if my corrections are right, if my calculations are correct, is what I was going to say, we have 16 seeds that we need to buy. So I think we need to make 12 to 14 plots or fields, because we had a couple to start with when we started this episode, and we are currently building some more fields. Now here we did get 10 nomads. I decided to take them on because we have extra foods. We started at about 32,000 food at the beginning, I think, and now we are on about 42,000 food, so we've gone up a significant amount. We do obviously have a lot of crops growing, and we are now really trying to focus on buying those seeds, because I think we are getting towards the end of this series. So we are focusing on buying the seeds, and so that means we will be growing more crop and making more fields. So hopefully our food should just increase. Now we did have another trade person here. They were trading kind of coats and just random things. This dock trading post is just a general overall trader. So they will trade in seeds and animals and things, but then they will also trade in just regular food and coats and tools and building supplies and all the different things that we can make. You can buy from them as well, rather than you having to make it yourself. But I do kind of like that as part of a challenge, that we can just build all of the buildings, like the building supplier and the homeware supplier. We could just buy it from the dock trade, but I like the idea of building them ourselves and making them ourselves from our resources. So all of our alcohol is being produced. The Mission Distillery is making some liquor. The winery is producing our lovely watermelon wine. And the brewery I'm not quite sure how I said that then. The brewery is creating peach ale. And the small tavern is collecting all of that so that the people of our lovely towns can go and collect it for themselves. So there's a bit of luxury now with the alcohol being consumed. Our sawmills and woodcutters and bundling sheds are doing a sterling job of keeping our fuel supply going. We are on 6,000 now. That is our limit. I could put it up, but I thought because our wood, it is going up slowly, but I don't want to use all of our wood for fuel and then run out of wood. So I thought, as the fuel seems to be pretty constant at 6,000, I would leave it at that and just let everybody keep topping it up, and we'll just keep an eye on it. So here, our final trader of the day is bringing us flax and soybeans. So 2 more of our seeds that we need to purchase. I do realise in a moment that the flax can be planted in a plantation. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it makes any difference actually whether it's a plantation or a regular field, because they can get planted in both. But if they specify plantation, I try and plant them in a plantation because I assume it's better. I don't know whether that's right or not. If you know, let me know down below. So yeah, I'm using pretty much all of the rest of the things that I have in the farm supplier to trade for those last 2 seeds of the last 2 seeds of the episode. I also add a couple more people into the farm supplier, so I think it goes up to 4, just to try and increase the amount of items that we are, not the amount of items, but the speed that the items are getting put into the farm supplier, so that we can focus on buying all the seeds. Because I feel like another episode or 2, or maybe 3, depending on how we get on, but I feel like we are getting close to the end of this series, so we are really just wanting to focus on getting all of the seeds, and then that will complete our aims. So this is where I'm just realising I can make a plantation for the flax, so that's what I do in a moment. So we are getting towards the end of the episode here, so if you have enjoyed it, please give it a like, and you can always subscribe to see my future stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.